Hi everybody. This is a new eBay find I picked up recently. This is a JVC KD35 stereo cassette deck from about 78 or 79, around there. And as is the case with many little projects I would work on, I find items on eBay that aren't working, or the seller says they aren't working, and I'm really into JVC vintage audio equipment, so I've got a number of projects coming up to repair and either sell or use in my own hi-fi system. So with this particular deck, it's one of my favorites of the JVC vintage line. It's just a really classic look with the nice sturdy stainless steel brushed metal panel on the front, classic analog view meters, mechanical counter. I've got it open here, and so the inside is super clean. And when I bought it, it said it said it didn't work. It needed belts replaced and servicing. And having a look at it when I got it, all of the capacitors, resistors, everything in here is super clean. It doesn't look like anything's been leaking. I wonder if this deck was actually used that much at all. And when I got it, the only thing that worked on it was the play function. Nice thing is all the LEDs work, all of the light bulbs are working. Interesting thing about this deck, if we actually take the panel off. Got this unscrewed so you can just remove it. Yeah, if you look over here, you see this is the counter mechanism, and it has a belt running to it, and the belt runs from here over to the play motor, and it runs a little fan here. You can see there's a little fan. Let's run it for a second. All right, let's do this properly. So you can see there's a little fan blade running in there, and then there's this little light bulb. And so this is the mechanism that provides the auto stop function. On the other side of that fan, there's a little light sensor. So when this fan stops moving, it blocks the light from reaching the sensor, and after a given amount of time, the deck will actually stop because it thinks it's reached the end of the tape. And so with this particular deck, that was a bit stuck, so the play mechanism wasn't working smoothly. I've got some white lithium grease here, and I went in and I lubricated basically all the hinges in here that have any kind of roller on them. The belts actually don't look too bad. I am going to replace the belts, but the flywheel down here was a little bit seized up, and some of these wheels were a bit stuck too. I've had a couple of decks like this that I've repaired, all saying they're not working, and generally I find that it's something stuck that just needs some lubrication and likely some new belts, and I've been pretty lucky with that. The other issue I'm having with this deck is if you record, it's only recording into the left channel, and it's intermittent on the right channel. Although when you play back a cassette, a pre-recorded cassette, it works in stereo. So I have looked around to determine what that issue is. All the wiring seems to be in order, unless there's like a cold solder joint I need to find, or potentially something in the circuit that goes from the record input to the record head. That's going to be a bit tough to figure out. So right now, let's see if I push play. I did a little recording earlier of an 80s playlist. YouTube's probably going to flag my video for this, but plug in my headphones. So you can see there's only one channel working here. This is something I recorded off my phone. And I recorded on both sides of this tape, so I'm just going to flip it around. And it looks like it's recorded both channels on the other side. So it's intermittent. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It seems to be when the cassette deck has warmed up a little bit, the right channel record function starts to work. But it's a really awesome little thing. This one I'm not sure if I'm going to sell. I might keep it for myself. I love it so much. So that's all I've got for now. When I've got it all polished up and ready to go, I'll do another video. But for now, just wanted to show you this little cassette deck. It's the JVC KD35. Cheers. See you later.